Hey guys, I'm Jeff from the Track Shack.
And I'm Alex, Resolute Running. Jeff, this is part 2 of our special series. We're in the beer mecca of Birmingham, Alabama. We're at Hop City. We're standing in Growler Town, as you can see behind me. You know, last week we talked about beer and how it affects the runner's body. If you love beer, when you should be drinking it, when you shouldn't be drinking it. But this week we want to actually talk about the types of beer out there. You know, Birmingham has boomed. We've had so many new breweries come in. Hop City has come in and they've kind of put all those beers in one house. But I don't think people know what is all out there. There's a lot of beer.
Oh yeah,
and you're an expert as far as I know. You know? So today we're going to talk a little bit about beer. So let's start it off. What do we have here?
Well, first things first. I mean, we've had our Wednesday night run trying to tap into the small business atmosphere of the breweries popping up and whatnot, and brought some of the kegs in, and everybody seems to avoid it. And so
they stick with their Bud Light, and of course, there's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly, nothing wrong with that. Bud Light's great, you know, especially after a long hot run. So.
Sure.
But I think the point to be made is that, and it's very similar to running shoes, is that there's a beer out there for everybody. You know, and so Hop City has all of them here. So their wall is set up very similarly to the way our running shoe wall is set up, where you've got neutral shoes for high arch, you've got light beers for those who like that lighter taste and don't like a real high alcohol content beer or what have you. So two very, very important things to pay attention to. Okay. First is color. So in our examples here, we've got our light beers kind of go into our darkest. You know, obviously your lighter beers you want to kind of stick with after the run. When it's really hot out, it's great.
It's a little more refreshing.
Yeah, exactly. I know you like some of the darker stuff.
I do.
So some of those stouts, you know, I feel like that's almost like a wintry type beer, you know, so very full of flavor, a little bit sweeter.
A warming cold drink.
Exactly, yeah, it's pretty awesome. So, and then the second thing you really want to pay attention to is alcohol by volume. So
no doubt.
And in Alabama, we've always had that. Used to be just 5%, and now it's all over the place. You can get anywhere from 4% up all as high as 12%. You know,
12% beer is radically different from 4%.
Yeah. So in our examples here, this one, Snake Handler from Good People, is a 10% alcohol by volume.
Snake Handler. Dude, what are you doing, dude?
You might want to stay away from this one, especially a lot of them. Especially right after a run. So yeah, he just killed it. That's awesome.
Nice.
So those two things you really want to pay attention to, and the other thing is that you've got all these different flavors that are being infused with beers now. So you've got some of these lighter Kolsch's that are being infused with like citrus flavors and that sort of thing. So you think that you might not like some of these hoppy flavors and hoppy taste, but when they infuse it with like a grapefruit or an orange, it actually just kind of knocks it, it sweetens it up and it knocks that bitterness off of it, and they are awesome.
Okay. So very quickly before we go, just kind of walk me down. I mean, I know this one was empty, but what did we have here?
So color here, we've got a Kolsch.
Kolsch?
Yeah, and then we've got an amber.
Yep.
And then we've got a stout. Yep.
So, and just the color doesn't always mean one has more alcohol than the other. We still need to look at the ABV.
Yeah, and all of them usually are listed on the camera or listed on the can itself or on the bottle itself. So I really pay attention to that. And here at Hop City, they have them all listed, so you can look at it and say, okay, 9% is a bit high. I might need to pay attention to that.
Perfect. Well, the next Track Shack run on a Wednesday night, when they bring in some craft brewers, I hope you guys will try it out, break out of your comfort zone.
Yep.
Some of these beers are absolutely amazing. They will become your new favorite beer. I love Bud Light as much as the next guy.
Yeah.
Try a different beer.
Oh yeah.
All right. Anything else?
No, man, I'm all good.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week.